woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like...
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, 5-0. Here we go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Bortles to throw on second down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
Hey, Rocket!
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Alpha! Hey, hut!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dante Pettis with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Forbath, the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hey, 54, Ricky!
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 54, Ricky! Hey, 54, Ricky!
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
This is Gordon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Set. 380. Lucy. Here we go.
They'll run it then out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing is Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The first carry for the rookie is Darius Geis. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
White, let's go.
Second down, Rivers. Drops it underneath to Gore. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Hey! 0. Set. Delta. 85.
To throw, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Thomas. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hilton's first catch, good for a 1st down.
Omaha. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. So right.
From midfield, here's Bortles. Jones has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Green 80. Trip left. 372. Lucy.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Complete to Hilton. And some room to maneuver. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Lucy. Here we go.
Now Bortles. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Spread right, 72.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Keep it skinny. Hey, go orange. Hurry up!
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go.
Rivers now on second down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Yeah, hey, go orange spot for it. Hurry up. White.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide.
Anticipation on the play, reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, Rivers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Rivers on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On second down, Rivers again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He finds one, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. From the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Forbath to add the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock.
A final shot before half for Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's into the clear. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down, and it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alteron Burner, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made that time by Chris Baker.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
Now Bortles. And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Hey, follow. Omaha. 72, 380.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tom Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Check. 380. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Plus right. White. Hey, go orange.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A good pickup there, a 22. From the red zone now, Rivers. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hurry up! Shoot.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Come on, Ader! Lock the team! Come on.
3rd and goal for Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
Lucy. Move.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Let's go.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
380. Punch right. 372. Hank. Let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Hurry up! Hey, Rocket! 56!
Following the interception here, Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe try it, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into...
And the most curious way there to burn some clock, that was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot. You're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Rivers. Roberts with it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Throwing after the interception. Rivers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, hold it, hold it, hold it. Move.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Giants on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
4 right, 4 right. 380, 380.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Lucy.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up!
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Clock now under 30 ticks and running.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn them yet another first down. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there, and he's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
Let's go. Wider.
They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone. But anytime you're outside the 10, that's tough trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Giants, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Money back.